Man, I could actually go for... Oh my... Man, this is insane. I can transform it already. Man, this is so good. This is so good. I think I transformed it for the first time in my life. And we need every piece of damage. Man, they're getting so low. So low. We can get them to literal 1 on this turn. Please, from the top, this one time. They are at literal 1. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today you will behold the full power of Tarrian's Journal in this epic sacrifice deck that this card was literally made for. And not only you can sacrifice creatures drawing cards, which means with those 1-drops you actually get card advantage, because each one of those creatures is 2 for 1, so sacrificing them gives you actual extra cards for 0 mana, but you can also transform it. You will see it done for the first time on this channel, the Tomb of Akrazot, allowing you to play creatures from the graveyard basically for 0 extra cost, so that's crazy. On top of this we have the classics of Bloodwitch, Sadistic Pilgrim, so we can drain our opponent, and of course the Ascendant. With max speed our deck is extremely powerful, and we even use the Gas Guzzler, so we can sacrifice creatures in response to, for example, removal and get the cards from them. So very similar effect, but this one is instant and you can basically defend your creatures with it. And of course Zahur, which can create tokens. It also gives you very huge punch in the board, and as the top end, Braids, sacrificing creatures, dealing damage when they die, then your opponent needs to sacrifice something, or you deal even more damage and draw cards. I know you like it, I like it. So it's just last thing before we start this epic battle, and of course our absolute legend for today is Mr. Azur. Really appreciate your support, man, and always nice to see in the comments, so I know you enjoyed the video, so thank you for that. And this deck, my friend, is for you, so be responsible with the sacrificing, but it's pretty cool one. So let's go into the games, and I hope you will have fun. Alright, our opponent is going first, but we are ready, and we will start to sacrifice as soon as possible. Ruthless Negotiation. Alright, that's interesting. I will keep the land, so it's probably Infestation Sage. Card is great, but I think it's we need only one. Oh boy. Oh, this is huge. So we actually want to play this on the next turn, but maybe we can go Infestation Sage and start getting the value. This is a discard deck. Yeah, I think we will postpone a little bit maximum speed just to get the journal value. If we can draw few cards, they can do absolutely nothing to us. I will go il-Kor. Card is great, but the rest is even better. And let's go with this. It could be interesting. Let's hit. Is this sorcery? Yep, it is a sorcery. So now we are getting basically a free card. And every time we draw a 1-drop that creates a token, we basically draw an extra card on top of having the same thing in the board. So now that this card is harder to make, we can double play spells on the next turn, and we'll be left with 2 cards. Unless we want to draw, of course. And I don't think they have a way to remove this. Sure. Alright, I think we are in some nice spot here. Basically our idea is just to try to be as aggressive as possible. They're on the play, so it's a little bit harder than normally, because they always get this one, free turn basically. But we should be fine. Oh, Braids. Braids is really interesting. The mana is wrong though. The mana is wrong. Do we go with Zahur or Guzzler? I think well, this one is better overall. I'm not sure if we can draw black mana for Braids, so let's play like this and see what happens. This actually will get the speed, so this is more scary than a 1-1. Alright, good. Nice value. And I think we can try to sacrifice it now. Perfect. Man, this is good. This is good. And also we can use this at instant speed, so even if they had Anoint with Affliction, we can always sacrifice it in response and it fizzles. Sure, I don't really care about the cards in the hand, because I just can draw a new one, And the journal hits so hard against this card. So what are they choosing? Probably Braids, even though we don't have the mana. Oh, they went for the sure thing, but that means if we draw a swamp and we have a decent chance to... Okay, never mind. Scrap that. Oh boy, they will be aggressive, but they are down to 1 card. You know what? I decline. I decline. I don't want to discard. Because the prompt is for discarding a non-land card, so then it discards 2 cards. Sure. So they don't want to block, obviously. Sure, we will take the damage. This is sorcery speed, so we cannot reuse it. And we'll definitely attack first. And let's see if they want to block. I don't think they want. Oh. This is interesting. Alright. So that means we are getting Gas Guzzler and we also get the card, so I'm pretty happy with it. We also got the speed, which is super nice. We are close to getting the full value. Man, I could actually go for... Oh my... Man, this is insane! I can transform it already. Man, this is so good. This is so good. And we have also Gas Guzzler that can start sacrificing. Man, I think I transformed it for the first time in my life. And I love this kind of effect. Geeks. Alright, they will get the card. Insanely annoying. This is a very good draw for them. Probably the most annoying card they could get. Because the only thing that they lack right now is cards. Similarly to us. So drawing extra cards every turn is extremely helpful for them, and they can try to skyrocket ahead. And we probably want to keep the cards, but we won't be able if they are drawing 2 cards as a discard deck. They will always discard stuff. So we are taking a ton of damage. All right, go for the throat. That's nice. That's nice. How we do it? I can play a creature. We could also get rid of Geeks and just solve it once and for all. I think I like it. And then we'll play the white creature. Yeah, we will just go with Nesting Bot. The mana is a little bit awkward. Now we can start sacrificing stuff for cards, so that will be very nice. Let's go for this. We can cast a spell. Let's go for a spell. I would love il-Kor here, but we'll try to manage. We can sacrifice at instant speed and we don't have black mana here. So we'll go for Nesting Bot, get a free card and try to be as aggressive as possible. The lifelink hurts. Go for the throat. Really good for them. Let's go for this. This gives us also a surveil, so it's nice. And the card was abysmal. Alright, so we are making a zombie on top of it all. Oh, what? Okay. So, Liliana doesn't really hit, but it buys them time, so that's really good for them. We can keep casting from the graveyard though, so it's not as bad. Those bandit turns are the most annoying one. 4 damage a turn is a ton, especially on top of the bat. But now, on this turn, we can start getting... I think we go for il-Kor. So let's go like this. Alright, the finality counter. It took me forever, but I'm finally there. Alright. This will give us life gain every time we play a spell or a creature. And we can also pressure super hard. We're still taking a ton of damage. So let's kill Liliana, let's go for the face. They have no cards, and they didn't go for level 3, so they are not drawing anything extra. This is their only draw, and they can only go for this or the level 3, which will take a while before it works. And now the discard cards are not guaranteed, so maybe we can draw enough cards in one turn, or just try to kill them. See, they are not attacking anymore. Alright, let's see the draw, that's super important. And not bad. I'm not sure if that's good. I won't have anything with haste, right? They can block this. So we could go Zahur and then sacrifice, but we cannot take so much damage. So I think we need to draw some cards. Which means, okay, I think we just swing and see what we get. They cannot kill il-Kor, which is the most important card, because it gets... Alright, that's good, because this deals 4. I really want to have cards. This means they are not drawing cards and they are not dealing damage. They can force 1 discard, This is one or more, one or less, right? One or fewer. So we will get the damage unless we draw something else. I think we go with this. This will help us in future turns as well. Let's sacrifice. We deal damage. Man, this is so close, but I think we should be able to win this. We are getting so much life gain, and see, this is how we do it. Whenever a creature we control, we won't sacrifice, but this should be enough. We are getting to 7. We will get 4 damage, but then we don't need to dodge the discard, because they cannot kill us with those 2 talents. 1 or fewer. So this is their main draw. I think we should win this. I don't think they have enough. They can deal 4 damage, but our board just... See, when we get going with this stuff, like, decks cannot outvalue us. 4 damage. Fair. Alright. And swing. And we win. Alright, we're going first. We have pretty nice opening. Man, I really like this one. If we want to sacrifice... No, we have to go for the speed. The faster we unlock it, the better next draws will be, because we have so many creatures that get the benefit from max speed. Alright, they actually have the card, I think. Let's see. Are they good enough at the game? I think they actually have a turn 1 cut down. Wow. Wow. And whenever I play an aggro deck and I see this kind of perfect opening, I know what's up. So what can we do? We definitely go with this. Because first you want creatures so they can attack, and then you sacrifice them to the journal. If you play journal right now, then the summoning sickness will be on the next turn and you miss 2 damage. Go for the throat is not good enough. It's way worse. Because we basically got this free creature right now. So of course we go for swing. We get 2 speed, which is nice. And then we go with the journal. So how you sacrifice? You sacrifice the creature that gives you a token. This way, now if they go for Anoint, they don't get the value. And we are still drawing a card, of course. Braids is a very cool card. Man, if we can get Braids and some 1 mana tokens that go 2 for 1, we can be crazy in the value here. Annex. They think they have the time. Alright. We will try to prove them wrong. But we'll see, It might be rough. So, I think I will sacrifice a land. They definitely don't want to waste theirs. First we attack, that's for sure. Then we have to play Braids. And we are not sacrificing the Raceway because it can be very useful. I think we go with this. This is Sorcerer, right? I kinda like the pressure that we are having, to be honest. But drawing a card... We can even hit 1 drop. Oh, this is so tempting. I will sacrifice a land, probably a Verge here. Hopefully they won't match. I will go for it. Because... Oh, okay, definitely land. So we can go for planes now. Because we have basic to unlock the Verges. See? That was a good choice. Alright, we got a good draw. With Raceway we can actually very soon start to max speeding. I think this should be Bloodletter. We can kill it with Go for the Throat. They only life gain 2. Cut down. Alright, that means no demon. I sacrificed the Insect because this one was resistant to Go for the Throat. Alright. That's fine. Good for them, of course, but still kinda fine. I think we can work with it. Alright, so we go for this guy. Okay, let's go Swamp. We'll go for Raceway on the next turn. Also, don't forget, lands are resistant to discard, basically. All of the targeted discard always has the clause of non-land, so you cannot discard lands early game. I could try to go for the Throat when they go for the Demon. But I think this is better value. They will only gain 2 life. I mean, it's arguable, but I think we deal more damage and more pressure if we do it like this. And we also get new cards, right? 1 damage from il-Kor, you know, still the same creature, maximum speed. We are getting a lot of value. And all of this value will be lands, it seems. Well, when you draw those 2 missing final cards, you really want it to be something that actually does something, you know? Alright, so this is as expected. They go to 11. Alright, this is a better draw. We play this for sure. We kill this for sure. We go for this. Nearly for sure. I really want the extra damage. Now we go for this, so we can push more damage. It's not the biggest difference, but it's still a difference, especially in this situation. They will make another demon, so we probably really want to get into another go for the throat and keep pressuring them. Please, no lands. Just no lands from the top for now. Alright. Oh, this is actually really good. Alright, this actually was a very good draw. Because we can keep pressuring even harder. So they can block one creature. If they block il-Kor, they lose the demon. Oh, they will have removal on top of this. That's really good. I really hope for the ritual. See? We don't care about this card. Okay, this is actually good. They are getting to 8. I wish we get go for the throat, man. We definitely play this. This is a perfect land here. So, if we attack with everything, it's some damage guaranteed. Yeah, I think we have to roll with it. This is... I mean, I guess. I could try... Whoa, oh, it has max speed. This actually deals quite a lot of damage. Let's swing. il-Kor is amazing, but if they draw removal, this will be the first target, and it has death touch, so they really don't want to, you know, block it. And we need every piece of damage. Man, they are getting so low, so low. We can get them to literal 1 on this turn. Oh boy, please, give me a card that wins the game. Like, everything that sacrifices wins the game right now. Please, from the top, this one time, they are literal 1. Even il-Kor from the top is winning game, right? It is! Because now we play this, and another creature dies, and we get the trigger. Yes! Perfect lethal. Alright, this is a pretty sweet mana. Honestly, we just need some sacrifice engine, and we should be absolutely golden. And I will go with Nesting Bot, so we can start the speed. Next turn is probably Bloodwitch. Let's see the matchup. This will be kinda important. We have some... Oh, Gas Guzzler. Alright. We're kinda doing the same thing. I see. So, guys, how do we want to go about it? I definitely want to play this, right? The question is, do I attack? I think we do it just for the speed. If there wasn't like speed thing, I think I would hold, because this is such a good block. And they cannot prevent it, because we have 2 creatures in this one. But we will take 1 hit. They are far from maximum speed. We cannot trade. Our creature is simply better. And let's see what they will do. This seems to be mono black. Alright, Tiny Bones, the Pickpocket. So it's like Skeleton Sacrifice. Alright. We're playing very similar deck. The wrong mana. That sucks. So, how do we play it? We might be forced to be on the defense soon. I need Nesting Bot to make sure that we can block. And I think we actually chill. So we will be a little bit slower on the speed, because they had double 1-drops, where we have a little bit of cranky draw. Normally we would play Braids and we would go absolutely crazy. But we are not in this situation. Alright, Gas Guzzler doesn't get the benefit, which is nice. I think we go this. Non-skeleton you control, huh? This might take a while. I think we go like this, guys. I think it's a decent trade. Don't forget, we get the upside of, you know, getting the mini shorted effect. So that actually will make a big difference during this game. This is finally a good draw. Alright, we can get the token on this turn. Deal some damage. Draw a card. Deal more damage with Bloodwitch. Yeah, I think this is good. Let's go like this. We can even block the automaton. I fear that they have probably, you know, some kind of removal, so we probably need to get some value right now. But we have the Infestation Sage, so we will get another, like, you know, sacrifice effect. We can even go for the... Oh, this is an artifact! Thank you for more lands. I desperately needed to play... Man, I have to say, I actually checked, before this game, I checked my lands, and I'm at 22. I'm getting flooded, like, super regularly. I'm getting flooded more with, like, 22 lands than with 26. So this is a little bit crazy. Alright, this is insanely good draw. Alright, I needed this kind of card. So how do we do it? They have Death Touch on this, so I cannot attack with Braids. I think we have to, you know, steal some value with a lot of creatures. And just go slowly. Tiny Bones. They can force us to discard a card, in response we will play it. And this will tap them fully. Well, except the draw we will get right now. I will decide later. Cannot attack. Let's go for the Sage, because this actually has 2-1 with max speed. Alright, they went for it. Every time we sacrifice, we are getting ahead in the life total race. And we activated speed already. And because they sacrifice, we don't care about Tiny Bones. Alright, man. Okay. I think we are finessing a little bit them in this game. I really hope they will try to steal the thing with Tiny Bones. Unfortunately not. Scary. So now we are entering the race part of the game. Alright, I guess. But they don't have great attacks, especially with the nesting bot. I cannot kill the automaton. They have 1 mana, so we have to block the Tiny Bones. I mean, I guess we have to play it like this. Do we take this? I think we do. I'm really not sure how to go for the Throat. We have so many good uses for it. And I'm not sure which one will be the best. And we should have enough mana to just play everything during the turn, so I don't think we need to do it now. Let's see, they can pay mana, but they need to replay it on the next turn, which will cost most of their turn. So do we go with Tiny Bones? Then they cannot block very well. Yeah, okay. This is just so good. They have no other blockers. So at least Braids will go through. I tell you, man, I get flooded like crazy. Like, I'm playing solo lands and it doesn't matter. This is 4. Yeah, I think we need to save creatures anyway. Really? Okay, we are getting some extra value now. Discarding doesn't matter, so we will just go with Braids. And we want to keep sacrificing creatures. They really don't want to lose it. And every time we trade like this, we still get ahead. See? 20 to 18. Oh, to 8. That's the Bloodwitch for you. They have to kill Braids. Like, we are getting insane value from this card. So if they played this, they basically didn't do anything else. Bloodghast doesn't have haste. Case cannot block. Oh, they are dead, bro. I tell you, man, the flood is unreal. 14 cards, 7 lands on 22 lander. I tell you, man, this is just magic. Magic things, you know? Alright. And then do we sacrifice lands? They will sacrifice it. So it's not very good, to be honest. The next turn will be better. I think I keep it. If they draw go for the Throat from the top, I will lose my mind. If we didn't get flooded, the game would be basically over. We have so many ways to win, but unfortunately we need to wait. Alright. They full swing? What? But bro, you are dead. They should keep this to block Braids and they would potentially get one more turn. Alright, our opponent is going first, but we have very quick hands, so I think we should make some mess here. What do we start with? Probably Gas Guzzler, just because it has... Moment. Oh, we have 2 of them. That's great. Just because it will start speed and also deal a lot of damage quickly. This has 1 attack, this has 2, so you want to open with this one usually. Especially that we have the second one to draw cards potentially. hit. That is actually a very serious threat because it also increases the speed. So for this reason, they might start answering, which will let our 2-drop to, you know, hit harder. We could also make 2 creatures, which is actually super nice. We don't care about the life gain. This one is nice, but I think we'll go with 2 creatures. I think it's just better. It will also be harder to remove, so yeah, I like this play a lot. We have a little bit too many lands, but we can always use map tokens, so that's a little bit of extra value. Here's the Overlord, so this is the turn when they gave up a little bit, which is nice. Alright, we need to get into this max speed, like this will help it on. Yeah, I think we just go with this guy. This will increase the board. They might sweep, they might actually sweep, but we need to take this risk. And we still have some creatures. So let's see if they have the one card that fixes this, because if they don't have Sunfall, they're in for some insane trouble. So yeah, that's the idea. We try to put them in a situation where they need a specific thing. Alright, that's fine. They will get some mana. Lifelink will mean that we need to fight them on value a little bit more, but we'll have il-Kor. And they also cannot defend here. Because Zahur has only 1 power, so it doesn't do much. Alright, we need to do some work here. I probably will play this. We want to get the maximum speed, right? If they play like this, that means they don't have Sunfall, so we can go absolutely wide. I can also block this and then sacrifice it with Zahur. That's really good play. Yeah, I think we are going all in. So we'll play this. We want attack with Nesting Bot maybe? Well, Gas Guzzler will be super important. I'm considering... No, we have to go for this. We have to go for this because I need to sacrifice those creatures. We live gain. Not the biggest deal, but something we might consider. I will definitely attack with this. What about the Gas Guzzler? They will just block and get free trade, so I think we have to go like this. I think this should be good enough. We can also attack with those 2 only. We will get the maximum speed, which is nice. And then we'll leave this as a blocker. Alright, I will try to actually fight for the board fully. And I think we have potential to do it. So, moment we hit the 4, this will completely transform the game and we can start doing insane amounts of cards. But so far we can deny the life gain, which is also important. Alright, and we can even use the Death Touch. So they want to reanimate it, but on the next turn, right? Because right now it doesn't have haste. So we need to be careful of it. And they're putting a ton of pressure, but I think we can start to fight it. Flying. Alright. They will get this value. And now we need to answer, do we want to Death Touch it? Or we just give them lands and deny this with the bot? I really like the bot play. It also gives us a better draw. So I think we go for this. We also drain their life. So they don't get the lifelink if we do it right until end of the game. And we can start racing them a little bit. Let's get survey, let's get damage, let's get the token. Oh boy, like we will have to do so much here. Infestation Sage, it's a pretty cool one. We'll have max speed. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. We will have to hit their face. This is super important that we get this max speed. And we'll chill with this one. So now we need to attack with at least 3 creatures, 4. How can we do it? I could do it. No, but we... Okay. Let's go. I think we need to pump this guy. Because then Zahur cannot block it. And they need 2 moves to trade against this. They're pretty limited. Oh, and they still have the Overlord. I forgot they still have this. So this is 4 creatures. Alright. I will take it. We need to win the game out of this. Alright, so we will attack heavily here. Gas Guzzler is the most important part. I think we have to attack like this. 5 creatures, they can make 4 blockers. That means 1 hits, we get the maximum speed, and then we think. And we can also deny the life gain. But the life gain is, of course, super important, but now we are actually trying to fight them on cards. So I guess we need to go around it anyway. We'll try to, you know, win the board. It won't be easy. Alright. Oh, that's smart. The lifelink goes against the card that is sacrificing, so I cannot sacrifice this one. Okay, they trade. I mean, that's it. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, but we will start getting our card engine, and we also deal some damage. And let's go like this. I want to keep this guy alive, so let's play it like this. And now we can start sacrificing creatures. And of course we play the land. This won't be easy, like we need to basically tank 13/13 of Death Touch lifelinkers with Hexproof that also create 2 creatures a turn. But maybe you can do it, We are starting to have whatever. Cool. Like, they actually drew a sweeper. Alright, on the draw, but with a ton of 1-drops. And our mana base is healthy, we have removal, so we will see, alright, Braids is interesting. Well, I have to get the white mana for this one. Let's go with Chorus. Nope. We go with the bot, because it opens the max speed thingy. And we don't super care about poison. I wanted to bluff that we are more of a, you know, poison deck, but here it actually doesn't matter. So let's hit. This is a huge threat for them, potentially. Alright, getting the speed, very nice. Let's go with the Verge. And let's go for il-Kor. The life gain shouldn't matter too much. Alright, that's okay. It's the perfect card for them, so they are as skyrocketing ahead as possible. But let's see if it even matters, because our draw is also pretty solid. So this is as good opening as they could ever possibly get. Let's see if we can beat the God draw. And let's go. We also missed the attack, so we cannot go to max speed. Let's see how many sweepers they can play in a row. Alright. This could be an interesting turn. First we swing, and we see the reaction. No reaction. This could be a counter spell. But I'm still playing Braids. The upside from this card is insane. Okay? And we got the... Alright. If we can start getting the value from those creatures, they are dead. I assume this will be a perfect Sunfall on turn 5. But let's see if that's the case. Nope. They only had 1 perfect card and they are smorked. Alright guys, I hope you had a lot of fun, and we'll try to wrap it up, today a little bit faster, because I need to record the whole next video, so this will be a very long night for me, alright? I hope you had a lot of fun, and before we wrap, all the final impressions with the deck, huge thank you to our patrons for allowing us to have future, to see that we continue to grow as the channel and keep making content for you guys all to enjoy. So really thank you for this, guys, and I really do appreciate it. And about this deck, I think the synergies in this deck are kinda insane. And honestly, Tarrian Journal has some drawbacks and sometimes it can be a bit slow, but this is the type of deck that is literally made for this card. So if it ever works, it will be in this kind of deck. And I overdid it absolutely with 1-drops, because one of the interesting things about this deck, without 1-drops that go 2 for 1 in a way, you kinda don't get the value from Journal, so they're super important. So that's why I usually play 8 of them. Here I actually went even harder, and I would go 12 if not Gas Guzzler, that takes the same spot, and the card is insane synergistic. Not only you open max speed as soon as possible, so if you are on the play special, you can basically go 2 for 1 before the game starts. Sorry, 2 out of 4 speed before the game starts. But when you get this max speed, you can basically save your creatures against removal and just redraw the card. And every of those 1-drops will give you 2 extra cards, while also triggering all the death triggers. Maybe even more if you have Ascendant and Bloodwitch and il-Kor, like you can go crazy. With Raceway, you can give haste to anything, so it helps especially against control decks. So they sweep your board, and you play something and instantly give it haste, maybe then sacrifice something depending on the creature. So you have a lot of options, deck has insane synergies. You don't want to see temporal lockdown with it, alright? That's something I will say. But when you flip the journal, it gets easier because this is a land, so it doesn't get hit by the lockdown, and even though it's a legendary artifact, when you flip it, the land is a different card, so you can have the journal together with the tomb. So I hope you guys liked it. Thank you for watching. As always, you are absolutely amazing, and see you guys tomorrow.